Generally, who wears the pants in the Coppola household?
I would have to say Andrew does.
He does.
I would have to say yes.
Andrew, ever been so frightened by your temper that he had to call the police?
An answer is yes.
That answer is true.
A little bit of a temper, huh?
Can at times.
Andrew, you want to tell us about that night?
Which time was it?
You want to tell me, Lise?
We had a fight and I kicked in a door.
You kicked in a door.
A glass door. And
Kicked in a glass door.
Shattered.
And Andrew, you were a little scared at that point.
Well, I had a lock on the door, and she broke the lock, kicked in glass, shattered all over, and yeah, I was a little nervous.
Was this at your house?
Yeah, I work from home, so it was my home office, and I locked the door because I wanted my privacy to do business, and she didn't like that.
It was also my home also, though.
7 truthful answers, Lisa. You're doing great, okay? What does Andrew do for a living?
He's an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. What exactly does that mean?
We have a wellness business that we do together. That's actually how we met.
Great.
And he's also in the merchant business.
Business good, Andrew?
Yes, business is pretty good.
Okay.
But it could always get better, you know.
Shall we continue? Question 8, Lisa. Could you pay all of your bills if your father did not help you financially?
And answer is no.
That answer is true.
Okay, that's 8 truthful. How do you feel about that, Lisa?
It's a little bit embarrassing, I guess.
Alan, do you mind helping them when they need it?
Absolutely not. It's my pleasure. I feel honored that I'm able to do that.
Andrew, is that tough for you sometimes?
Yeah, it's tough knowing that, but it's comforting at the same time.
8 truthful answers. Let's see if we can't put more money in your pocket. You need 3 more to get to the next level, which is $25,000. It won't be easy, Lisa. It will be revealing. Is Andrew a hard worker?
Yes.
Question 9. Do you believe your husband's money-making seminars are a waste of time?
That answer is yes.
That answer is true.
All right, that's 9. Question 10. Do you find it easy to manipulate your father into giving you money?
Yes.
That answer is true.
I have
love
a
you,
daughter,
Dad.
and as much as I'd like to say I'm tough about it, she just needs to ask, and I give it to her. What's it like with you, Alan?
Pretty much the same. She thinks she's manipulating me, but I know what's going on, and she could have everything I got, no problem.
Where do you want to be in 5 years, Lisa?
Much more successful, living in my dream house with my husband, and we'll have 2 out of the house, and we'll have 1 still home with us, and just living a happy and successful life.
This is your $25,000 moment of truth. Question 11. Do you truly believe your husband will ever be as successful as your father?
And answer is no.
That answer is true.
$25,000.
My father's extremely successful. It is very hard to get to his level in my book.
If your father is as successful as you've projected him to be, very few people find that kind of success in life. But Andrew, not particularly the information you wanted to hear. Do you see yourself being as successful or more successful than your father-in-law?
I think anything is possible, and I don't really know exactly what my father-in-law has and doesn't have. I've never really asked, and I have no information to base it on, so I believe I can do anything I want.
I know.
Question 12. Have you ever fantasized about the death of your father and the inheritance you will receive?
It's okay.
Don't hit it.
You don't want him to hit the button.
Can you repeat the question?
I will repeat the question. Have you ever fantasized about the death of your father and the inheritance you will receive?
Yes.
That answer is true.
Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
It's the thought of my father's death is one of the most horrifying thoughts to me. Just everybody that knows me knows that. It's just, I can't even think about it. But at the same hand, my father and I discuss all the time his will whenever we're traveling and how much money I'll get, you know, and the thought does come to mind like, wow, that's a lot of money, you know.
You still need to answer 3 more to get to the next level, which is $100,000. And you have $25,000 that is safe. So, would you like to stop or you want a next question?
I'm going to go for the next question.
You and Andrew are unique in that you have been married twice to each other. What went wrong the first time?
A lot of stuff, immaturity, probably mainly on my part, financial stuff, and the blending of 2 families I think was a challenge and something that we weren't prepared to deal with.
Button's still alive. Question 13. During your first marriage to Andrew, did you ever have sexual relations with another man?
The answer is no.
that answer is true.
That one off
Told you.
Were you a little worried on that one, Andrew?
Could be, you never know.
Just the fact that you were married, divorced, and you got married again lets me know that at times it has been a rocky relationship. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Question 14. Have you ever had sexual relations with someone as an act of revenge against your husband?
Yes.
That answer is True.
You aware of that, Andrew?
I think I might know a little something.
What do you know?
She knows I have a couple of people I'm not very fond of for certain reasons, and she fraternizes with them, and she knows it ticks me off. So I don't exactly know what. Maybe I'll find out in the next question what happened, but I don't really know.
Anything you'd like to say?
I have no comment on that one.
Question 15. Do you love your father more than you love your husband? Alan, what do you think her answer would be to this?
Well, it's a very difficult question, but I think her answer is going to be that she loves her father more than anybody else in the world.
So now I ask you again, and you have to answer. Do you love your father more than you love your husband?
My dad was the first man I fell in love with, and I love my father more than I love my husband. That answer is yes.
That answer is true.
That's $100,000. Congratulations. Okay. Would you say that marriage is better the second time around?
Yes.
Question 16. Have you ever thought that marrying your husband for a second time was a mistake?
Yes, I have.
That answer is true.
You want to comment about that?
When we have a fight, I second guess it. And, honesty is the best policy in my book. And Andrew and I have a very, very honest relationship. And we talk about those things. And, he knows. And I think that sometimes he feels that it's been a mistake.
Oh, boy. You can stop now if you'd like. I'm not going to read too far ahead. You're not getting a free ride at this point. They're going to be tough. You know this. Should we continue?
Let's do it.
Question 17. Other than your husband, is there currently a man in your life you would like to have sexual relations with?
That answer is yes.
That answer is true.
You want to talk about this?
Everybody has desires.
That's 17. That's a lot of money, isn't it? A lot of money. The button is still in play. Pay attention. Would you like to try to go for $200,000 right now?
I would like to, yes.
Okay. So you've been married to Andrew, then divorced, married again. Could you see a day where you and Andrew would get married a third time?
I hope not.
This is your $200,000 moment of truth. The button is in play. Question 18. Would you say that your husband, Andrew, is the love of your life? Not an easy question. If you're going to hit it, you got to do it before she answers.
Let's hit it. Try a different question.
Doesn't want me to hit it.
You're going to need an answer. Why'd you hit the button, guys? All three of you, why'd you hit the button?
Well, I think it's too difficult of a question to answer.
It is a difficult question to answer.
It could go either way, and it's
Depending on the day.
Depending on the day,
you have
say,
your good
Colleen?
days and you have your bad days in a relationship. So are you in love today, right? I mean, how was she the day of the test? So
Now we, however, have to read a replacement question, and you have no choice on this one. The button is now done. You must answer this one. If you answer this one truthfully, it's worth $200,000. All right, Lisa, good luck. Tell me a little bit about your mom. She's not here today.
My mom and I have a very strained relationship.
Strained?
Yes, strained.
You want to tell me why?
She doesn't live in the same value frame as I do.
Okay. You didn't ask her to be here.
She didn't want to be.
Okay. Alan,
yes.
are you still married to her?
No.
No.
I have a new beautiful wife.
This is worth $200,000. I wish you the best of luck. Question 18. Do you secretly fear that one day you could turn out to be just like your mother?
Oh my God.
That answer is yes.
If it's truthful, $200,000.
That answer is true.
$200,000.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well done. $200,000 is a lot of money. It wasn't easy. I think the button was well played.
When you're hooked up to that machine, things are, you think of the past, and then I said to myself, the truth was, well, my life isn't over, so how do I really know the answer to that
You
question?
start second guessing, and that all could be read in the polygraph. Well, you've answered 18 truthful. You have gone farther than most people who have ever sat in that chair. $200,000 is your money if you decide to go home. But just two gets you to $350,000. Certainly, if you decide to continue, we can reevaluate after every question. But with every question, you're on your own. No replacement, no backup, and you could drop back down to $25,000. So, talk to your family. What do you want to do?
There's ambiguous questions. We have no help.
I think I'm going to take the money.
Are you sure? $200,000 is yours. Congratulations. Look at the good news, will ya?